all game long.
All right, well, I'll tell you who else has been trash talking. It's Ultimate, who is Cyclone today.
Oh, yeah, he has, obviously, right? Whoever he's playing against, they're not a massive Ultimate fan, but we are, because we like the mechanical ability of this kid on the AWP. Now, 1xbet odds favoring Heroic, and that is a nice little tidy one from cadiaN as they're out mid, bursting for the B split. sjuush is tested.
He's all alone. If he gets one, it's awkward, and it's much more than that. It's a double. It's potentially the round. A plant's great. They're going to rotate through, and Fernand's got B stairs on lock. If he can dance and catch them off guard with them, he's got all the util though, so it really hinges on him not being cleared, and a first click's great. If he could dance with cadiaN.
cadiaN should bait now. Allow the others to activate first. Fernand should think this is clear, and yeah, he does.
Oh, he does, and he's dead. Dead. He's dead. He's
definitely dead now.
mwlky is in a 1v1. They've managed to make this round hyper competitive, and with no kit, you just have to play the time well. Play it wisely. Sori's off it. This works in his favor now. Just dancing with cadiaN, playing it so well, and no more time for cadiaN. A 2v4 takes shape from mwlky. He gets a lot of credit for that, and leaves with 4 frags. Lovely round to start us off. Ago, what a turnaround.
That's the Ago special. You know, you order one of those, you get about 2 a day, right? They're good lukewarm. You like them preferably hot, and hot out the pistol round here. The fact that they get away with that is absurd, but we should be coming to expect that. These kids, they're just able to manufacture these rounds out of nowhere. After these 2 frags, you're right, it should have just been 1, and that should have been enough. The fact he gets 2 is fantastic. This round should not be falling apart, right? The kill from Furlan onto the first player of refrezh, whatever, but the fact that the trade wasn't available on mwlky on the site, great stuff from mwlky. We'll just see the USPs coming out now from Heroic. Couple of flash bangs. And we'll see how this one bangs here, because, yeah, they were talking about the T-side start on nuke. Hey, well, let's see. These guys tend to have a bit of a comeback to them. Should have come back in complexity last night as well against Na'Vi.
Oh, man, it was a bit harrowing, wasn't it? I think, actually, there's going to be so many games for complexity which are just huge learning experiences.
It feels like in the Na'Vi matchup, they had fixed a lot of the mistakes they had in the earlier games, right? And look, I know you never want to be coming back from massive deficits.
It was 2-12 3 halves, wasn't it? And, and like, they came back to close affairs, like 29 rounds. It's kind of crazy. Those flashes you talked about, and we wanted to see if they bang. They still could, actually. This set up on short, they plan to flash and go.
Yeah, they're anti-flash 2 players here, right?
Yeah, so mwlky should be able to mop up, but it's just a question of getting some kills. The flash, and Fiku at least responds for the first. Nice response with the short molly, and 2 frags. refrezh is even in position to try and get another with just his USP, and he does land a ding, so
damage.
Keeps him honest. Stown has walked through the smoke. They may
catch
not be
another.
aware. And paying attention is Leman. Posts his first frag. Ago only with 2 casualties, so not too much to be concerned about.
Well, they know the rifles are coming out now, right? So they did sustain a bit of damage there, but it won't be the end of the world. They could upgrade into a couple of juicier looking AK-47s. So their buy will be bolstered knowing they're going up against the M4s of Heroic, who the only player who can buy a kit right now is cadiaN. Let's see if he even decides to invest in that. He hasn't bought a molly, he hasn't bought a flash, so he stayed light on. Now, we know he's the primary AWPer here, but there's a plan. They're going to push, I think. Alex, double mid, real fast, off the flash, control taken. Jarring play immediately here for Leman.
Oh my god, they have a follow-up flash, but they don't clear.
Uh-oh.
Leman, good chance. Needs to tame the spray. A whole lot of damage dealt, but Heroic's aggressions has been rewarded, but that's info. You know they've gone for a bit of an overcommitment mid. Start to drop the one way and fight into B.
Lots of pressure here. sjuush isn't aware of this. He's got no idea.
No, he doesn't have a clue. And oh, mwlky really does let that one loose, lets it fly.
Couple of sprays there. Made a bit of a mare of 2 scenarios that, well, they took advantage of just by positioning alone.
Oh, yeah, I mean, for Leman, when his vision's restored and this, he has no idea where they could be. They flood through. Nice little set piece out of Heroic to get opening CT move.
Yeah, and I think, oh, the head was spotted there. Yeah, just on the way up, alternate too many angles to clear at once. TeSeS will grab that. And I think that was, as I was mentioning, reflected in cadiaN's buy, right? Because if they were going to do a standard round, he would have bought a molly and a flash, most likely, or a kit and a couple of flashes. Instead, they've gone direct. And he didn't want to waste cash, because if he just runs and dies, he's going to want that extra money later in the game.
Thinking about it
2 on
wisely.
5.
Wait, this is the Ago special.
The 2 on 4. How many more?
A lot of faith on sjuush. Oh, and yeah, Fiku's actually gone wide for that.
Come on, Furlan. Give us a 1 on 3, mate.
You can just perfectly one-tap that Ellie player, it gets interesting. And that's TeSeS' responsibility. sjuush has actually left B and pushing, so Furlan will have an opportunity here in that TeSeS duel.
Time's such a problem, 10 seconds. Just damage, I suppose.
Yeah. They just want the info. They're playing it smart. And don't clear his corners. Down. Post it. 2 AK-47s, I think. Yep, nice work for the CTs. They'll be happy with that. But this aggressive CT maneuver, first gun round, that is an example of how Heroic do like to lay down the law. You know, right, hey, you've got the first 2 rounds. Now we're going to show you exactly how we like to play this game. Running in your face. mwlky had a bit of a whiff there.
This is the angle that cadiaN's playing, right, that is susceptible to exactly that boost, right? When there's only one player alive, you don't really have to worry about that, but that position, it is in the blind spot here. They've got 2 AKs out, 3 deagles, and we've seen how good these kids can be on the deagles as they want to traverse up towards the A ramp. Furlan trying to take space, peppered on through, will get refresh, and that's an opener again for Ago.
It's a big one to take, and now confirmation to A. You had someone spotted left side ramp, short as well, and cadiaN goes missing.
That's just a dry swing.
Under the smoke. TeSeS can save them. Leman's good for it though, and it's a double spray from Stown. Stepping up in a big way. Wow. He actually hits.
I thought it was the third. It was sjuush actually right there who then gets the TK onto him. So that was the first 2 from Stown.
I thought Stown hit a third.
Yeah, it looked like it, but that was sjuush. So the S is in the feed, a little bit confusing there. But the dry swing from cadiaN, extremely perplexing here. Furlan gets away with murder, doesn't he?
So look at this smoke. cadiaN, I don't know if he was aware of just how exposed his toes were as he pushed through dry. And it was an easy collection. This is sjuush's accidental team kill. Tries to adjust the spray. His teammate shoulder just strafing through, and Fiku finishes the round for a third. So that's brilliant for the boys of Ago. Straight back to their winning ways.
They're out mid here fast, and this is a force buy from Heroic. So great stuff for Ago early. They're real pacey right now.
Yeah, good nade. Is just bang on the money for Leman. 1 of the 3 rifles, or 4, excuse me, in play. Fiku puts his in the feed. refrezh for some reason is not checked, and 2 bodies drop to that 5-7. There you go. They can't slip on this. They have to slow it down, and mwlky just wants to bring an end around right now. Bomb loose, 2 if you strafe. Good headshot. No, nearly brings it back. But Heroic, I mean, look how much time is left on the clock. They handle business in that chaos.
Yeah, this is our type of Counter-Strike right here. The fast stuff getting in your face. So I'm enjoying this within the first 5 rounds of play. Fiku, they're not able to close out. Could have chucked another 1vx to the tally he has. Currently the most 1vx situations in the group, old Fiku. But yeah, great response time here. That was just a fast mid to B split, and it actually worked out quite nicely. That nade stalled them, and yeah, a little bit unfortunate there. But still early days, and back to the pistols they go. This time, there's no AKs, there's no deagles in the mix, just a couple of P250s, and this is a chance for Heroic to level things up 3-3. But as Alex was mentioning, if you are watching on your Saturday, wear like your morning cartoons.
I love that.
Get a bit of hashtag ESL Pro League, tag us on through, send us a tweet, let us know. Maybe you're watching with your dog or your cat, your mum or your dad. Maybe you got an epic gamer set up with your RGB lights. Let us know. Send us a photo.
See Harry's desk?
Yeah.
He's got a nice little RGB pipe.
I'm surprised that he didn't go for the clouds and on the ceiling. Have you seen that?
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, I think it's a fire hazard. Like the tradesman in me goes, that just, oh, this is very costly. Very costly indeed. If TeSeS goes very, very costly, I'm just going to continue to add veries.
What is this game? Very funky first 6 rounds here.
This can really fall apart.
It could. I mean, Leman can just play out a nice 1v2 here. I mean, he doesn't have the armor advantage, but he's already got himself the M4.
This is the perfect route. sjuush has pushed B. Stown was just dealing with A. They have to worry about the ladder to mid play. He's actually pipped the one gap that was available here.
sjuush might be back at B stairs.
This is for the ace as well. Give us the beans here, Leman.
He's a bit slow. sjuush still hasn't relocated, so he's got time to get himself into the B site.
If they get a plant here as well, what a fantastic eco this will have been.
It was just a couple of P250s. He's got no information on CT. sjuush has maneuvered back to the stairs. So now how do you plant safe from stairs? He's got 12 seconds. Spots him. Oh, and that's the end for Leman. Valiant attempt. Well played in the end. sjuush manages business, does cage that plant, but plenty of cash thanks to some of those extra kills.
I would hate that round if I was Heroic. That's so messy and so tense for almost no reason, right? Just not landing their shots, because it's not coming down to anything here other than not landing the shots.
It's actually got costly for Heroic as well. Like, they are really going to be scraping the bottom of the barrel. You're going to be having, what, 50 bucks in the back pocket, most of them? Yes, sjuush and TeSeS have only got pocket change.
Yeah, that's a round you meant to build the bank, right?
Yeah.
Not blow the bank.
No, just make them vulnerable and susceptible to this gunny. Let's go. Down. Aggressive this time. Fika over the edge of the smoke. Can't manage the final bullet of the spray. Just losing those jewels by a smallest of margins. And there's more to come. And my God, Heroic are ready to fight this.
He's going to push. He's actually going to worm his way into this smoke.
Oh, Milky's not ready for this at all.
That's naughty,
That's really cheeky. The re-smoke, and they trying it again. It's ultimate of all the candidates to deal with that.
Well, there's no going B because you know that sjuush is still alive, right? This smoke is going to fade and Furlan likely to be in the open here. The molly, well placed, needs to back on off. This round's not over just yet.
I still can't get over Stown's willingness to push. Double kill from Stown and 20 HP after that first engagement. Committing up ramp, and Furlan's managed to take refrezh. No trade available. Summons cadiaN.
It's a Mac 10 at range as well.
Yeah, it's very kooky, isn't it?
Might be a repick here from TeSeS. They just want to fight. Flash go spots, not a whole lot. sjuush is pushing B again, so they know it's likely A. 45 seconds on the clock.
So much time. This is a different looking Vertigo. An interesting smoke, no less, as well. Ultimate going for the elevated peek through the headshot.
They're all going to swing together here. This would be nice from Ego. They just have to trade out.
Here it comes. Leman swings through. Nice trade. Ultimate's there. cadiaN, next challenge. Oh, they didn't really account for him. 19 seconds. He is being locked. Oh, he's being locked. sjuush has got him. Dead to rights. Knife out. Ultimate dies. Loses the AWP. Didn't consider that the door would be locked behind him, and Heroic will pick themselves up their third round in a row, no less, Chad.
Yeah, this is one where they have to keep clean, though, right? Because you look at the last three, and it's been 1 alive, 2 alive, 2 alive, right? So if they want to start establishing that CT side bank we always talk about, just keep a couple extra players alive, right? So crazy with the re-aggression on low HP, but it pays off, and this is ultimate awareness there. Catches something through the cusp of that smoke, and now just a couple of upgraded pistols, but these have been threatening. These have been quite threatening from Ego, so let's see how far they can push the issue. They invested $2,400.
Ooh. Some damage and deep smoke, so this can only really go one way.
Oh, the other. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way or another.
Do you know where I learned that song from?
A movie?
The Rugrats movie.
The Rugrats movie.
Angelica sang it when she was looking for Tommy. And what was the redhead dude's name? Tommy Pickles and Chucky.
Chucky.
Tommy Pickles.
And Lily.
Oh.
And Phil.
Good cat. I can't believe you found a hidden smoke grenade there. Well played, lads. Where did that come from?
He was trying to shoot it out of that position, but you're right. I don't know how it got there. Couple of kills here would be nice for Ego. 45.
I'll take a sweepstakes, Chad. How many?
2. Each. 2 each from cadiaN and TeSeS.
Oh, nice, bro. Well, you smashed it.
There's always a way out. There's always a way out.
That's right. That is right. All right. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if we get to see another speedy one. I mean, Ego, even though these gun rounds are not too frequent, we have seen a willingness to just straight up throw bodies at a problem. Their mid to B with guns did get dilapidated by some quick 5.57 flanks. So perhaps let's see if it just your standard default. Leman's lining up for a quick smoke short.
That's the gap smoke that cadiaN ran through before, right?
Yeah, which leaves the legs.
Yeah, you just want to dissuade any early picks there. So 2-2-1 setup here. They're leaving A very light with just TeSeS over there early. Jostle for some of this B control. Oh, and they like the biff of the nades here, don't they? Molly's nades, flashes, everything. They want to push them back. They want to funnel them out. Well, the HE from cadiaN will get it done.
Heroic have geeked it for sure.
They've definitely watched the demo from the other day, because one of the things that Ego were doing was getting that B lobby control and then dropping the one-way, and then they'd scale pretty quickly behind the one-way. They have a bunch of different variations over there. So now they can regather. CTs have changed up the defense now. Started quite heavy mid and B. Now it's the standard 1-1-3 with the 3 over towards A of cadiaN, refrezh, and TeSeS.
cadiaN just got a nade kill on B, and now he's re-smoking A and swing through. TeSeS gets nothing done.
It's info. It almost feels like they have to go A at this point in the round. They only have smokes to try and pull off this execute, so they can do left and right of sight and go. And giving away a shot's down in the open there.
Yeah, great punish. Ultimate gets it done. They haven't got info short.
Might be a save here immediately from Heroic. What are you meant to do? cadiaN just went back and picked up a flash from spawn, but now that refrezh is tucking tail as well, surely they're going to call this one off. Money not really there. They'll be able to get a couple of drops. cadiaN and sjuush can drop for sjuush and TeSeS respectively. Their loss bonus going into the next only going to be that 1400 mark. So having to play out the percentages here are Heroic. And a round that started with a nice opening kill off some orchestrated utility falls apart with just a couple of, well, aggressive maneuvers. TeSeS going forward, the flash not finding the success that he was looking for, and sjuush in no man's land with the ultimate peak. So good stuff. Ego keeping this one quite competitive early. First round they've been put on the boards in those 4 consecutive you were mentioning. Now later today, if you are going to be watching Counter-Strike, having you on the telly all day, we've got Complexity versus EG, and then the final matchup of the day will be that Astralis versus Na'Vi game. And I think the way that Astralis are playing, it makes that matchup seem a whole lot more exciting.
It does. It really does. And I think especially considering that it's just going to be one of those, it'll be a game and a head-to-head that would likely have weight and relevance next time they meet in a larger stage. We get to kind of compare them, measure them up against one another, and see exactly how close Astralis are to kind of catching and being competitive against Na'Vi. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way.
Yeah, hopefully Boomich is back like Glaive said yesterday. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Got some more info than we do on this side of things. Flashed off, pushing down. Ace and spam.
Oh, he's so lucky to be alive. There could be a problem getting through. Nades they are so good at finding this chip damage now. Heroic really have ironed this out. It's not necessarily perfect. You can see they're still slipping up, and the previous save is an embodiment of that. What is going on? Look how stubborn they are for mid-control. Sound just sticking around. 2 were there.
Yeah, if he gave that kill up, that damage onto Ultimate and Ferlin, it might not matter as much. They've been able to retain a lot of this utility here. They're keeping the 3-pronged defense over towards A in quite a forward stance here, so they're ready to react off cadiaN's shot. Careful now, cadiaN, you're walking the tightrope.
TeSeS, perfect timing. Will slap down Ferlin, finish what refrezh had started earlier, and re-smoking as well. 48 and counting.
Oh, that's a nice find.
Iku, actually, yeah, he posted onto cadiaN, makes the steps, and they are returning to middle. And it's very susceptible to the boosts. Down goes
nice
down. It does work for them. And I mean, with 2 CTs left, they just have to make sure they can get the bomb down. You know sjuush is holding your B rotate, and TeSeS is Ellie.
Has to be A.
Solve this puzzle together.
It has to be A right now. They need to help out Ultimate. 20 seconds left, boys. You need to get a bit of a move on right now. Indecision at this moment, not going to go well. Flash will be heard. TeSeS, high alert. Needs this kill, needs it now.
Ultimate, not ready. He's got the bomb, and they've got the round. 2v3, and all you had to do was just throw 2 Molotovs on the bomb. Heartbreak for Ego after really clawing their way back into that one, but took them too long. TeSeS with some style points to finish, and even an AWP for good measure.
Yeah, they had a double AWP set up that round for sjuush and cadiaN, but didn't find too much success through the AWPs. So fortunate that the kills came in that fashion are Heroic to walk away with this one. And it's very awkward if you're Ultimate here, because just prior to your teammates making that success in middle, just after your teammates making that success in middle, sjuush gets the kill after pushing B. So you know you can't go back, you can only go forward, and your help is too far away, and you're low. So it was a really rough position for the AWP player from Ego to find himself in. They tried to make the best out of a bad situation. A timeout will be called. This is Mini Rock's opportunity from Ego to get on the mic and have a bit of a chit-chat. The AKs can come back out. No dramas in that buy department. But what do they feel is going to work for them here? I did like the pace earlier because it was creating a bit more chaos, and sure, it becomes like a 50-50 when you get down to those 2v2s. But they were definitely keeping Heroic on their toes, and because of the gambling nature of Heroic, we were discussing this yesterday with Glaive, that if they gamble correctly, or you gamble correctly, right, into your call, you're going to catch them out of position. You're just going to catch them well and truly off guard here. But this is very default spready. Maybe they've isolated the fact that sjuush is getting away with a lot of B push. They're getting away with a lot of re-aggressors. And there's a find. mwlky onto cadiaN aggressing mid. So if the call was, let's just default, it's worked wonders immediately.
You can see the counter to the Nafany smoke is up as well. So, TeSeS reloads on short. And it's going to have to be tucked in.
Oh, look at this. They are just completely gambling the A site, and they have so much utility here,
Well,
Alex.
wait. Leman might be able to get info and call a cancel.
They're all here.
Oh, Leman's just joined.
Yeah, they're all here.
Middle. He's gone down the ladder. They're all running into the stack. Okay, 5v4, but everyone from Heroic's here. The telegraphed nature of Ago's crawl. They're ready to fight now. They want to take some space back. Furlan, surely dead man. Pre-fire's there. TeSeS low. And Stown does go down, but they're just going to keep fighting. They keep bringing you the fight one way over the sandbags and a double from refrezh. Leman's just not aware. Oh dear, Ego, this is not how you wanted this to go down.
And look how concerned Fiku is with the sjuush flank, because sjuush hasn't shown himself over towards A yet. It was TeSeS, it was refrezh, it wasn't sjuush, so he's still worried about the flank. That nade's good. Winnable round now. Needs to...
Oh, he's stressed.
Get that bomb back, though. Picked it up. Smoke in hand. 14 seconds.
Yeah, they're playing this one well. He's got the smoke. The nade won't kill him. Doesn't smoke it. Takes it. What are you hoping for? He'd have to just spray the wall, and oh my god, imagine. One just tapped straight through the boards and refrezh is dead, but not to be.
Another costly one though for Heroic, isn't it? And this was the thing. Once cadiaN went down in middle, they know that the AWPer was removed from the board, so maybe just wanting to walk back towards A, not expecting such a jarring presence. When this second wave of CT utility came through, they stuck to the A play, right? Maybe there wasn't enough to be telling that there's all 4 players from Heroic bearing down on the site, but that was a gamble. After losing the opening player, they gambled, and look, this was an educated gamble, right? Because they know that they've been pushing B a lot, forcing their hand in that direction, and it works on out. But here's Stown again, just in a different place every round, this guy. Aggressive B stairs, we've seen this work a few times before. Gets a kill, gets away, and look, he's found one, Leman back with another, so there's exchanges across the map here.
sjuush is responsible for ramp side, and with mwlky scout already known, low and potentially tapped. Damn, this one's done. Nicely handled. sjuush and refrezh responsible for ramp and doing great as they win out the defensive half. 8 in the bank. sjuush even treating himself to a Zeus. That's a bit out of character.
Oh, he's dropped it.
Oh.
You don't want anything to do with
I thought so.
Yeah, I don't want anything. He doesn't do that. Tristan,
it's not a sjuush kind of thing.
Business. No. It's interesting to learn from Glaive yesterday. He's not the type of guy to knife. Not the type of guy to pull out a knife. Keeps it safe, keeps it sound. So we've got a bit of like esports mecca going on, I think, in the next couple of months, right? I was thinking about it. We've had 24 teams, or we have had 24 teams come here to sort of to be part of ESL Pro League. And then I saw today, like the Renegades boys just landed back in Poland for a boot camp before the RMR. We're going to have 16 teams from the Americas region over in Europe as well for the RMR. And then there's just going to be so many squads for the European side.
You know the scrims are going to be hot.
It's going to be wild.
Hot.
I don't know how everybody's going to find space to get the different prac facilities, because I know we've had a lot open up over the last couple of years, but there's not going to be enough for everybody, right? So some teams also not with the support.
Some dude's just going to deck out a church hall and invite his favorite team.
So rolling back the years to the BYOC lands.
Yeah, exactly. On the village green, playing some CS, and TeSeS is down. Nice. Fiku, again, is stubborn on this T side. He's just been putting his name in the feed pretty consistently. Leman mid. They've been trying to work their magic, and it hasn't worked as well as it did before. Heroic have managed to kind of cage these two. mwlky and Leman have previously, though, been threatening when we watch their Vertigo here. They've got a nice little procedural mid-take.
I like the fact, though, that after they realized that it's 3 players aggressive A, they put so much pressure on mid, because this has drawn refrezh back now as well. It's just cadiaN overseeing business from headshot. They've just double netted towards sandbag. We saw what that did to complexity just the other day. And now, I was going to say they can execute A, but they only have a Molotov to do so. This will have to be contact heavy here. And a gamble again from Heroic.
I think it's also the confidence in their own teammate in Stown, just knowing he'll probably take 2 before they need to move on down. cadiaN's got lots of lineups from that box, and here comes the contact. Could be a flash if there was from the CTs. There's a single flash on Stown, so actually it is going to be pure bullets and a one-way drop by cadiaN.
Well timed here. If he drops this now, 40-second mark, perfect. They have to go.
Oh, it could not have been better timed. refrezh obscured by the smoke does go down. Ultimate's keeping it interesting, and it's cadiaN's AWP that puts Leman out of the round, and cadiaN's not going to let those kind of frags slip away. Oh, nearly the beautiful 3K. Ultimate lives on from the first shot. 20 seconds for him to try and pull this off.
Gonna save her, I think. Can't get into the site. The utility too good there from Heroic to deny that plant. Down even want to have a bit of a chase or grab himself an AK. He's hot on the trail of Ultimate, who's dipped all the way back on towards that ladder room. Will retain the big green and carry it forward. 2 rounds left here for this T-Hall of Ago. How many more can they add to the board? Maybe another timeout necessary because the money is a bit scrambled, and the fact that it's the AWP save, you can see the play here. So Nafany smoke because he knows he's going to be safe there. And then he looks into the wall because the CTs, a lot of the time now when you have a player swing out top of scaffolding, they're always throwing that double flash. So just by looking into the wall, waiting for the flashes to pop, and then looking back, you can see he has the toes spotted of that gap push every day of the week. But they've actually gone all in. So not just a half buy, they're fully bought around Ultimate saved AWP.
Guess they agree. 6 sounds a whole lot more competitive than 5. Leman, dead to right. How did they flash him from there? And Ultimate, he's getting run on. Does cancel the Stown presence in mid. Keeps us interested with a nice 4-on-4, but the util actually is easy one.
I like it. He knows he needs something back here. I like the risk.
Maintaining mid. cadiaN's completely abandoned mid.
It's going to be difficult, though, to try and swing on this knowing there's an AWP on the other side. So as an AWP player, yeah, unless you knew exactly where he was and you could swing out immediately to take that fight, there's too many possible angles available. And again, setting themselves up to defend A with 3.
Vardan and TeSeS have been having somewhat of a standoff here. And TeSeS usually good for it. 12 frags to his name at this point, 100 ADR. And again, TeSeS knocks his head off Fallon. Unable to contribute. Ultimate's still up there in mid, and it does just feel like they're kind of a little, what's the word?
Stumped?
Stumped.
This sjuush push on B again has been such an issue, right? He's been down here the entire time. So much information, and now as they run in, they're worried about a player in the site. cadiaN over towards spawn. The AWP's good for 1, make it 2, and the 3rd on the plate as well. cadiaN unable to finish. Will go down, but refrezh is there for the trade, and we'll call that 10. It's very problematic. If you don't feel like you can go back to B
at all.
Yeah.
Like, dude, when we watched their Vertigo, we were so excited to see so many variations of B takes and B fakes and B presence, never mind just being on that side of the map. And I do think that Stown's cheeky push, combined with sjuush and his containment and a couple of running into him, has led them to completely avoid that side of the map.
Yeah, containment's a very good way to put it. Well, they're coming in fast. I think they're going to try and mix things up with a B rush. And stalled out already.
And then they feel the wrath of the nades. Look at them. Look, they're just going to keep barraging them. Heroic responsive. sjuush is there. Stown has already repelled the invaders. And there's more to come. More to come. Nice from Ultimate, needed that. And if there's one more overextension from sjuush, they could be back into this round, or he could end it. Look at that. 2 headshots, 2 different angles, and poor old Ago staring into the pits of 11 rounds for their opponent. Heroic only need 5 into the second half. We swap sides. Attack for the Danes to try and pick up Ago's map pick. It could be quick. Stay tuned and you'll find out.
at the ready. He's known for his movement, the old man. We'll see how he gets this one done, but mindful.
We're back to bring you the second half of Vertigo. 11 already in Heroic's back pocket. It's good vibes over there. And the tribe of Ago, it was hit and miss, felt like a couple of near misses, but also just feeling a little too intimidated by some of the heroic maneuvers early. Did cage the beast that we know Ago can be. They're over to the defense though. It's more reactionary than it is over on that first half. Oh, look at refrezh. He's got 2 flashes as well. He's going to be supporting a full 4-man commit here. And they are just charging on up. 1xbet odds favor Heroic. Who'd have thunk it? Bait and switch, though. I like this from Leman and mwlky.
They're going B. They've completely faked this out. The B-bomb site is open for business. And actually, sjuush is just going to kill everybody on the side. Don't worry about where the bomb is, boys. Everybody's dead.
Oh.
That is the perfect fake. If your individuals who are rushing the other bomb site and drawing the distraction can kill everybody, guys, if you can call that strat as an in-game leader, you're a genius. You're an absolute genius.
Chad, I have a question for you. Has anyone really been far even as decided to use even go want to do more like?
It's a great question.
You know, I don't know either.
I've been pondering this one for many years.
Let us know in the chat. Has anyone really been far even as decided to even use go want to do more like?
Yeah, well,
Let me know.
it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I got a couple of people chipping in, Alex.
I saw the
force by hold up. Next round will be an eco. So
okay.
if Heroic win this, next round will be an eco, and then we can get away with this safely.
As they a very aggressive top of the beast smoke. And already that force buy has been a little gimped.
Yeah, Fiku down, and they're making it past this line of sight. Leman spots something.
Yeah, but he has got... Oh, no!
Hi, boys!
The whole boost has fallen apart, and Ago pants Leman 1. As you were saying?
Where was I? Chip's, he's tweeted in. Chip said, I got nothing better to do at 6 a.m. on a Saturday. Where were you at, Chip, for it to be 6 a.m.? Are you in the Americas? You could be in the Americas, Chip. But you're watching on a laptop. He's watching on it. It's like a MacBook, I think, here with a keyboard plugged in.
I reckon he's a bit of
a cactus on your desk there, Chip?
Chip.
Anyway, that's what Chip's up to. Who else is getting involved in the Twitter sphere today? TeSeS says, studying for uni, doing some... I'm not even going to bother, mate. I think you're doing mathematics. Watching your second favorite team, Heroic. Does that mean his favorite team is Australis? He could be if he's... I don't know, I'm assuming he's Danish. So I'm sorry about the assumption there. But there's a calculator.
Ooh.
It's an actual calculator.
Like, that usually means you're doing something that you need all the fancy, like, sin, cos, tan, bam.
Yes, exactly. I could even see... He's showing his workings.
Is he?
That's very important, I remember, back in school, is to show your workings. And he has an eraser.
I haven't had one of those since I had a pencil case, and that was, you know...
It looks like he has one of those pencils that you click the end to keep it going.
A mechanical pencil.
Those are pretty cool.
Those are cool. I also
need a sharpener for those.
I always feel like if you've got a couple of mechanical pencils, add a calculator. You're an engineer or an architect.
Yeah, what are you trying to become, Sven?
Calculating.
Good
you know?
stuff.
Those are the questions. And thank you for sending it in. We get.
It's like a mailbox, but instantaneous.
It's fun. It is fun.
We really do one season need to have an actual post box though, so people can send us.
Oh, like a PO box.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Because we've spoken about it before.
Imagine.
We haven't
like,
put it off.
It would be like Chad's box, but it would be from everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The box would be vetted. You can't just send us anything.
No, it would have like someone in a biohazard suit open them all first.
Precisely.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's not gone swimmingly.
So, because this is an eco, I'm gonna let people know about something funny that you can do to your friends or your family or maybe your enemy. You can send them glitter in an envelope, right? So you
Chad.
So you Google it, guys. Get on the interwebs. You can find this. So if maybe you're not a fan of someone, right? And they take the letters, they put the letters inside, and they're in their house, and they're at their coffee table. Maybe they're sitting down about to have a nice little croissant and a coffee. And then they open the letter, and glitter is everywhere.
Have you seen he's really talented. I think Mark is his name, Mark Robio or something. He's a YouTuber, but he's also like a NASA engineer.
Oh yeah.
And in his free time, he's made a glitter bomb for porch pirates.
Port pirates?
Porch. You know, like, so in America, there's a lot of people that go around stealing people's packages.
I see.
Yeah, Mark Rober.
So it's like ink sacks for banknotes.
Yeah, exactly. But it's so sick. He's got, like, you know, version 4.0 now, where essentially it opens, it records it from 360 degrees, so you see the person opening it. It catapults and spins glitter around their entire room, like sprays fart spray.
Wow. So it's like a skunk as well.
Yeah, and it sends the GPS coordinates to the police.
That is awesome.
It's nuts. It's really cool. That was was a spoiler though, so you don't have to watch it. I've just given you.
You don't need to watch his content, but like and subscribe.
Yeah, and bell and all that.
Well, this is a gunny, so I like that little totem stack in middle right there, using the boards to boost on up. And there's a 1-2-2 setup here with Leman and mwlky trying to lock down A. Just a single orb setup here for the CT side, and not a defuse kit in sight. Heroic, bit of a default spread early. refrezh and sjuush are working their magic over towards B. And mid being cleared on out right now. So it might be bad info here, depending on how long they want to park the bus. Fiku could stay on this right-hand side, but no, he is going to start moving on back. Won't catch any info, and they're going to think it's clear. They're going to think it's clear, aren't they? Well, it's clear for now. We have seen before, by the way, I want to highlight this if we can, Stown's Molotov. So right now, Stown will throw a molly. Isn't it Stown? Pretty sure it's Stown. There it is. And it lands top here of Gap and flushes them into an awkward line.
How cool.
Yeah.
That is really nifty. In terms of just solving that eternal problem of how do we safely swing as a unit into that very common and very potent angle. Now you can see Leman wants to take the fight. He's not going to let them have this ramp for free. Oh, they get the info on the jiggle. refrezh doesn't miss these. Certainly not with TeSeS in support.
Down's coming B, not checking this one. Time's a problem now.
Perfect. Fiku has made it interesting.
Double up.
Oh, Fiku saves them. That nearly went absolutely terribly wrong. Absolutely terribly. And cadiaN is dead in, what do you reckon, 3?
2.
He could still kill him.
He kills it now.
Bang! Oh no! It's happening. It's happening. It's happening.
Fiku's good in the clutch though, Alex.
Oh, cadiaN knows Fiku could be a sitting duck. It's all about timing here. Loudly heading towards the stairs, Fiku. No utility, no kit. It's just as quick as this. What a horrible way to concede. You're just walking into cadiaN's angle and it's as easy as that. 15 for Heroic. And it really did look like they'd done enough there for Ego.
Yeah, I think Fiku's very fortunate he got that kill and didn't get the double up against him right there. That would have been the round in itself. So handled there. Heroic got chaotic for a moment. Time a bit of a problem, but this was, what, 7 seconds on the clock as cadiaN's able to track down that kill on the B site. If the individual at default was able to stay alive longer for like maybe, here you go, 7, 6. If this kill didn't come in then, there was no time to plant. So a bit unfortunate there for Furlan, but likely the final round of play and over towards B.
Fiku. Good for the first. On the fly underhand, and he's actually caught another nice pairing of frags. Ooh, cadiaN nearly losing his life on that spray as well. So this hard commit from Heroic, the extinguish implies there's 2 there. We should just see this one peter out. The worst thing we would be seeing here in terms of like longevity of the series, seeing Ego be competitive in map 2. I mean, they can't go losing something like this, even though the weapons aren't ideal.
This is really good by Heroic. We've seen this do a couple of times, and it's only really possible when you're winning by a large margin to have residual nades, right? So you can carry 4 with you, but you can always leave an extra flash or the HE at spawn and come back and pick it up whenever you'd like. So they've picked up a bit of that residual utility, a full belt for cadiaN, the same for Stown, and they can still try and work this round together. So Stown with a bit of mid control right now. Nice flash here being lined up from sjuush to push ultimate back off the line. mwlky's in no man's land though, so this position that mwlky's in, if they do swing into it, I like it. It's actually one of my favorites. It's not a common clear. It's a very odd position to find yourself in.
Yeah, very elevated, but the flash could not have been better from Stown. He geeks it. mwlky thought he'd found something smart there, but it does lead to his, or rather, a 2v4.
I think it's a save. cadiaN's still in spawn. He literally is just on these stairs, whacked up, looking for a bit of an A push.
If Stown had found that, gotten away, he'd have been more interested in play.
Oh, this is one back for Ego, so they do get to 5, but yeah, you're right. I think this will be a short-lived game. Don't want to, step back too far. Any more damage that starts to be sustained here are real issues. Fiku basically silenced this in the immediate, 10, 15 seconds of the round as they tried to rush B. So they'll hold on to 2 AKs and a FAMAS. They can drop a couple of guns across to make this buy back in play, but Heroic have enough for a purchase of their own. Good stuff from Fiku here. I'd say he's been the most impressive consistently for Ego. I think we've seen good nuggets out of all the individuals on Ego. Yeah, that flash just landed, didn't it? Just. You can see there it hit the clip of the wall at the top there. Okay, is it more of the same, or do you just go for the default spread to close this one down, Heroic? Looks like the latter.
One-way dropped. Ultimate just going to crouch underneath it and try and punish anyone that does dare attempt scaff. Vertigo again consistent for Ago. This time is sjuush taken down very early into the proceedings. They have got mwlky tucked in. Now this is beautiful. You get the re-smoke. Ultimate. Oh, it's a flash. I couldn't find his name on my screen because he's
called Cyclone.
Nice from mwlky. And there it is, a nice find to at least secure two-man advantage. And they are actually clearing middle again, just as Stown looks to regroup with refrezh.
Noisy from Stown as well, right? So if they want to keep pushing here, the sound cues likely give away the fact that nobody's in Roost right now. Scope going to be heard. Drop down the ladder, smooth from Furlan. Does he get the 2, you think?
I reckon he just double taps the first and refrezh disappears.
Okay, well, good round from Ultimate there. They've stalled this one out. They get the AWP in the hands of Furlan. He's going to drop that to Ultimate for sure. And a good round from Ago. So they need to definitely consolidate this next round to play. It should be the economical coming through. And there's Vertigo again over towards B. So starting to give sjuush a taste of his own medicine. mwlky with a good shot as well. And this eco from Heroic, as long as Ago don't give up too many kills, we can... I don't want to start having a conversation about a comeback just yet, but this is a mandatory round, right? Even if they lose this game, you don't want to see them lose to a round like this.
Can I ask you a newbie question?
Sure.
Why are some of the guns invisible now?
So this is an issue that has been caused by Valve adding the cool feature that we can see the player's crosshairs. So when the donated guns come through, we have 2 issues. One is which the crosshair disappears, and the other is when we do the third-person shots like that, that the gun is invisible.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell everybody that a lot of people have told Valve about this. It's not like they don't know. I just assume that they don't know how to fix it.
It's spaghetti code. When your game's been out this long, it's spaghetti code. You know, the reason that gun drop and crosshair player viewing has affected the fact that you can't see the player holding the weapon is just, you know, that's embodiment of spaghetti code and spaghetti brains for Furlan, spilling all out of his pockets.
Yeah, like Rush and I had Rush make I know Rush has emailed them. I had Rush make me a video so that I could send it to them.
But Rush wrote an email, I'd love to see it. Does he say, dearest Volvo?
You don't want to call him Volvo.
No? No,
like they do have fun in games.
Dearest Valve from Bellevue.
Yeah, maybe that would be a nicer way to go. Lord Gabe, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. Writing to you to humbly request some headshots. Leman gets them. 7. And in the wise words of Ago stands around the world, 15 is all Heroic will get.
Maybe I should send another email and explain the importance of what it changes from the viewer perspective, because I know for movie makers, it's an issue. I know for us...
Oh, does it stick around in the demo as well?
Yeah, I know when we're doing the contextual stuff here, we can see it, and obviously for you guys at home with the dropped guns, the crosshair, sometimes not there. So maybe if I make a little bit more of a list, then we can see if we can get a response out of them. But I'm sure that they know about it. Oh, here we go, creeping through. This time not going to go down to Vertigo early, and that's the difference maker when they've been going for B lobby. Can do boost on either side here.
This is going to feel so different.
This is so quick.
Yeah, this is going to scare the hell out of Furlan. He has not got anything close to what Heroic were putting down on the stairs, and all sjuush has to do is walk in and say, this is mine now. Util dump, plenty more where that came from, because his team have got the space pretty much scot-free, and yeah, I feel like we might be saying goodbye to Ago's Vertigo. Committed to the spray, not quite enough. Nice on the rotate from Stown as well, and just like that, stylish finish. 16-7. Bit of a thrashing, bit of a drubbing. We will see the boys fall. Ago with 7 to boast, and that was on their pick. Heroic's pick is next, but first, we're going to take a break and hear exactly what the guys at the analyst desk have to say.